Good evening, football fans. Big Al here on this Tuesday, September 12th, 2023. And right now it's time to take a look at the latest college football rankings. Also, we'll run you through the top 25 in both the AP and the AFCA coaches polls. Now let's not waste any time and jump right into it. Starting off with the latest Associated Press top 25 college football poll, retaining the top spot with a 2-0 record and 1,540 points and 55 first place votes are the two-time defending national champion Georgia Bulldogs, who won 45-3 over Ball State in week 2. And this week, they'll open up SEC play against the South Carolina Gamecocks. Holding steady at number 2 with a 2-0 record and 1,458 points and 2 first place votes are the Michigan Wolverines. They won 35-7 over UNLV, and now they'll be playing a night game on Saturday against Bowling Green. Moving up 2 spots to number 3 with a 2-0 record and 1,413 points and 3 first place votes are the Florida State Seminoles, winning 66-13 over Southern Miss in week 2, and this week they're at Boston College to begin ACC play. Moving up 6 spots to number 4, 2-0 record and 1,338 points and 2 first place votes are the Texas Longhorns. Fresh off of Saturday's 34-24 win over then number 3 Alabama, I'll tell you where the Crimson Tide landed shortly. This week, the Horns will host the Cowboys of Wyoming. Moving up 1 spot with a 3-0 record and 1,269 points are the USC Trojans, winning 56-10 this past week over Stanford. They are off this week. Slipping 2 spots to number 6, 2-0 record, 1,265 points, the Ohio State Buckeyes. They moved down despite a 35-7 win over Youngstown State, and this week they will host Western Kentucky. Holding steady at number 7, 2-0 record, 1,204 points are the Penn State Nittany Lions, who blew away Delaware 63-7, and they'll open their Big Ten schedule this week when they visit Illinois. Also holding steady at number 8 with a 2-0 record and 1,102 points are the Washington Huskies. They won 43-10 at home over Tulsa. Now they're going to take the cross-country trip to East Lansing to face the Michigan State Spartans. Up 2 spots to number 9, 3-0 record, 1,015 points, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. They won 45-24 against NC State in Raleigh, and they return home to South Bend to host the Central Michigan Chippewas. Our biggest drop this week comes from the Alabama Crimson Tide, falling 7 spots to number 10. 1-1 record, 953 points. They, of course, had their 21-game home win streak snapped by the Texas Longhorns, losing 34-24. They'll try to right the ship this week at South Florida. Also moving down 2 spots despite winning to number 11 at 2-0 and 929 points, the Tennessee Volunteers. They won 30-13 over Austin Peay, and this week they'll travel down to Gainesville to face the Florida Gators. Unchanged at number 12, 2-0 record, 847 points. The Utah Utes. They won 20-13 at Baylor, and this week they return home to host Weber State. Also holding steady at 13 are the Oregon Ducks, 2-0 record, 827 points. They won a tight game in Lubbock against Texas Tech, 38-30, and this week they'll host Hawaii. Can't talk today. Unchanged at number 14 with a 1-1 record and 667 points, the LSU Tigers. They won 72-10 scrambling. And this week they're at Mississippi State as they open the SEC schedule. Sorry. Holding steady at number 15, the Kansas State Wildcats, 2-0 record, 636 points. They won 42-13 over Troy, and this week they are at Missouri. Up 2 spots to number 16 are the Oregon State Beavers, 2-0 record, 605 points. They won over UC Davis 55-7, and this week they will host the San Diego State Aztecs. Moving up 3 spots to number 17, the Ole Miss Runnin' Rebels, 2-0 record, 505 points. They won 37-20 at then number 24 Tulane, one of 4 teams to drop from the rankings this week. In week 3, the Rebels will host the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Our biggest jump this week comes courtesy of Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffaloes, up 7 spots to number 18, 2-0 record, 481 points. They won their home opener over Nebraska 36-14, and this week they will host their in-state rivals from Fort Collins, the Colorado State Rams. Down 2 spots to number 19, with a 2-0 record and 453 points are the Oklahoma Sooners. They moved down despite a 28-11 win over SMU, and this week they'll stay within the Sooner State as they'll travel to Tulsa to face the Golden Hurricane. Down 4 spots to number 20 with a 2-0 record and 444 points are the North Carolina Tar Heels, who had their hands full with Appalachian State as the Tar Heels won 40-34 in double overtime. This week they host the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Up 3 spots to number 21, 2-0 record, 421 points, the Duke Blue Devils. They won 42-7 over Lafayette, and this week they'll host a Big Ten opponent themselves in the Northwestern Wildcats. And the bottom 4 are all newcomers. At number 22, with a 2-0 record and 230 points, the Miami Hurricanes. They upset then 23rd ranked Texas A&M 48-33. They will play Bethune-Cookman at home this week. At number 23, 2-0 record and 129 points, the Washington 22 over then number 19 Wisconsin. This week they'll host Northern Colorado. At number 24, 2-0 record, 107 points, the UCLA Bruins, who went down to 5 freeway to San Diego and beat the Aztecs 35-10. And this week they'll return home to the Rose Bowl to host North Carolina Central. And new at number 25 with a 2-0 record and 106 points are the Iowa Hawkeyes. They won 20-13 at in-state rival Iowa State, and this week they'll host the Western Michigan Broncos. Previously number 21 with 86 points, Arkansas with 33, TCU with 19, Kansas also with 19, Tulane previously number 22 with 17 points, the Wisconsin Badgers previously number 19, they're getting 10 points. Both Mississippi State and Kentucky each have 5 points. Cincinnati and Minnesota each have 3. Fresno State has 2, while Wyoming, James Madison, Oklahoma State, Maryland, and Texas A&M, previously number 23, each have 1 point. All right, now to the AFCA Top 25 Coaches Poll entering week number 3. And there is no change with the top 2 spots as Georgia retains the number 1 spot. 2-0 record, 1,624 points, and 64 first place votes. Number 2 is Michigan. 2-0 record, 1,533 points, and 1 first place vote. Up 2 spots to number 3 is Florida State. 2-0 record, 1,441 points. Holding steady at number 4 is Ohio State. 2-0 record, 1,401 points. Up 1 to number 5 is USC. 3-0 record, 1,319 points. 1 point ahead of the Texas Longhorns, who moved up 4 spots to number 6. 2-0 record, 1,318 points. No change for number 7. That's Penn State. 2-0, 1,229 points. Number 8 is Washington, also unchanged. 2-0 record, 1,129 points. Number 9, and also staying in the same spot, the Tennessee Volunteers. 2-0 record, 1,039 points. Biggest drop in the coaches poll goes to Alabama, down 7 spots to number 10. 1-1 record, 1,016 points. And that's after the loss to Texas. Holding steady at 11 is Notre Dame. 1-1 and 714 points. 15 is Kansas State, 2-0 and 675 points. The next 2 teams each moved up a spot. Oklahoma moved to number 16, 2-0 and 584 points, while Oregon State moves up to 17, 2-0. Tar Heels, who fell 2 spots to number 18, 2-0 record, 506 points. Up 1 spot to 9, which is the biggest jump in the coaches poll, along with Texas. Duke is number 20 at 2-0 and 363 points, and Colorado is number 21 at 2-0 and 357 points. Slipping a spot to number 22 are the Clemson Tigers. 1-1 and 207 points. They have points. New at 20. Others receiving votes include Washington State with 80 points, Kentucky with 38, TCU with 26, 3, Fresno State 21, same with Texas A&M, previously at number 23, Kansas at 17 points, Tulane previously, then Missouri with 14, same with Maryland, they also have 14, Wake Forest with 13, 8, Mississippi State and Wisconsin each with 7, Wyoming with 6, Minnesota and Air Force with 5 points each. South Carolina, Memphis, and Louisville each with 3, James Madison with 2, and Michigan State with 1. The other team that fell from the coaches poll is Texas A&M, previously at number 23. Or rather, Wisconsin, which was previously number 19. And that's a look at the current national rankings in college football going into week 3 of the 2023 season. And as I read through the entire week. All right, so that is it for this video. Stay tuned with as we'll run through the week 3 television schedule and all the announcers for each game. That's coming up here in a live. Big Al signing off for now. Thanks for watching and enjoy the pigskin.